to the Motocross Supercross podcast.
What is up, everybody? This is episode 122 of the Motocross Supercross podcast. I'm Adam here with Claudio. What's up, Claudio?
What's good?
It's that busy time of year right now, man. We've got the Motocross of Nations right around the corner. We just finished up the Nitro World Games, the couple moto events they had there.
Yes.
Yeah, let's start with that. What'd you think of that?
That was cool. They were that was the first time they were using the quarterpipe, right?
Yeah, in the World Games for sure. And that quarterpipe was gnarly.
Yeah, that was huge, man. It was like 70 feet wide, and yeah, those guys were going really, really high.
Yeah, not only that, one, they were broadcasting live on Facebook, and they had like a bunch of problems with that because I was like trying to watch it, and then like it just disappeared, and then they ended up putting up another link. We were watching it on there, and
how many people were watching it?
Thousands. I want to say, thousands of people. But it was crazy. The format was kind of weird though, because it was like there was 3 rounds. And then I think they started off with like 6 people, and then only 5 people made it to the second round. Then 4 people made it to the third round or whatever it was. But yeah, it just kind of drug out, and like their jumps, the height from their jumps, like it was reset every round. So if you had a sick jump the first round, like you had to do it again the second round. It didn't save your results, not like X Games style.
Okay, like they don't take your best jump type thing.
Yeah, so it really drug out. It was way longer than like the X Games event.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it, but not much. I did see the making of and all that. That was actually very interesting. I liked it a lot, and that thing was so big. It was humongous. I can't believe how high those guys went. And Charles was doing something right though. He's taking advantage of all this. There's a lot of I feel like a lot of freestyles and like X Games type crowd happening, and he's taking that and applying it to his world tour or the Nitro Circus World Games and just making something of it. That's amazing. That's good for him.
Yeah, it was crazy because first of all, the jump was massive, and 2, they had like a big Nitro World Games kind of like logo board, which was like to protect them from the wind. But they were jumping way over it, and you could just see there was one jump Axel did, and it just gusted him so hard, like he almost like flat landed it. He landed right at the bottom, like it was pretty sketchy.
Bet you, that's probably super a little scary for sure.
Yeah, and more surprisingly, Axel didn't win. He actually got spanked by Colby Raha. Colby Raha went 45 feet 2 inches.
How high did Axel go in the X Games?
In the X Games for Minneapolis, Axel's highest jump was 34 feet 3 inches.
And that was really big. That was...
Yeah, and it was massive at the time. And Colby Raha went 45 feet. It was insane.
Wow.
That's 4 stories up there. Think of being dropped 4 stories, just like how little everything looks up there.
Wow.
And then landing,
really, really high.
Especially with the wind and stuff. Yeah, those guys are crazy, bro. Crazy.
I bet you with that wall that you were talking about to block the wind is probably like super sketchy, like going over it, because all that that wind is actually going up now on that. So. And
if it just blows you a little bit, man, that's it. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, that's intense.
Jared McNeil did have a little crash, a little wipeout. If you remember from X Games a couple years ago, he crashed pretty hard and had like massive concussion. So he was able to get up and, walk away. It looked like he didn't really get hurt, but it definitely scared him. He only did one more jump after that, went like 16 feet, and then he just quit. He just called it.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
It was gnarly. It was definitely gnarly. Colby Raha, Axel was kind of winning, and then that final round, Colby Raha just skied it, 45 feet 2 inches. So insane. If you haven't seen the highlights of that, check it out. There was also the FMX, the best trick where they had the modified front flip ramp and they had the modified landing with like the padding and stuff, which is good because Josh Sheehan was doing this like double backflip kiss of death thing, and his first attempt he over rotated, and he's lucky that they had that nice cushion landing because he hit so hard and really got ragdolled off that thing. He was able to land it that second time. The second time he did it, which sucks, he only got second place for doing that sick trick. He dabbed his foot a little bit, but it was so awesome. But the winner was Pat Bowden. He did what they call like a Christ there. It was pretty much a cliffhanger backflip with like his arms stretched outside, and it was sick. Yeah. It was sick, and he landed it perfect and everything. But I still thought Josh Sheehan like should have got first place for that.
That's insane. These guys are on a whole other level, and that's crazy.
Yeah, Adam Jones got third. He did the same. He also did like pretty much a cliffhanger backflip. So it was weird that same trick got first and third. But the double kiss of death thing gets second. So it was crazy.
Did he do it into the padded ramp or landing, I should say?
Yeah. They were all jumping that padded landing. Oh. So Blake Williams, though, Bilko, as you know him online, he was doing that trick you were telling. You said that you liked the lazy boy front flip.
Yes.
It was sick.
Yes.
He did. He crashed, though, but he crashed both times that he attempted it. But he did do it a third time and like nailed it, but it didn't count. So it was sick, though. That was a sick. And on his Instagram, he had like just him practicing that trick and stuff, all the attempts, and it was just gnarly. That thing is
the one gnarly. I saw, he was completing it. Like, it was clean. It was super clean. He just did like no problem. Bloop, bloop. It was awesome. It was really nice.
Yeah, so that was sick. I remember seeing I want to say at the World Games, like in last year's 2017 or 2016, I want to say Sheehan or someone did like a kiss of death front flip, and that thing was just so sketchy. So sketchy. But yeah, so that was really cool. That's over. Kind of sucks. Little 2 moto events, but it was cool. It was nice. So that's over. We got, the Motocross of Nations right around the corner. And speaking of Travis, posted a picture on his Instagram of his knees just swollen up so hardcore.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nasty.
That don't look normal. That's a lot of love, man, right there.
Yeah, he said, well, now I remember why I stopped racing motocross half a lifetime ago. 2 ice baths in a day. Trying to get the swelling down enough to train isn't fun, but it's totally worth it. Both knees suck, but one is obviously more of a problem. Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, it's like all crooked, yeah.
And he says wrist probably needs to be fused and ankle is fused already. So we already know Travis is banged up. But
yeah, for sure. And since we're in the subject with Travis, he's definitely going to race a 2-stroke. I know we saw him riding the different bikes, doing the different sprints, and he's going to stick with the 2-stroke for the Motocross of Nations. Which, I mean, he looked really fast. I don't see a problem with qualifying, honestly. I think he can qualify for the 8 main event, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough, man. Like, the guy is fast, though. There's no doubt about that. And those knees, I think that those knees definitely say something about that.
I feel like we got to say something about his little tattoos he got there. He has like 7
definitely
different
some
tattoos.
Random stuff, right?
So random. One is like it's hard to really tell exactly what they are. One, it looks like a roller skate with like a GoPro or something on it. I don't even know, but just so many random little tattoos, like no color, just all like black and white. I don't even know. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. I'm still trying to figure out what some of them are.
Definitely today years old when I found out that Travis had all those tattoos in his leg.
Yeah, and it's only on one leg, so it's kind of funny. Of course, it's the one leg that's all banged up. So, man, right around the corner, Motocross of Nations, we'll have to see what Travis can do. See what he can pull off on this 2-stroke. I'm excited.
We're talking about Motocross of Nations. It's coming up around the corner. They released a drone action shot for the track and for this event, and the guys who did the video did a really good job, man. And it looks nice. That track looks ready. They look ready for this Motocross of Nations. I'm excited.
Yeah, that looks sick. I did pull up the weather for Buchanan, Michigan. And that weekend, they are calling for showers. But obviously, it's way in advance right now, so it's probably going to change. But more importantly, the temperature, high of 63, high in the 60s, low 60s. And the low is like mid-40s. So it's going to be definitely a little chilly, a little colder than what we've been used to. I know right now down here in Florida, man, it's been like 95 degrees, heat index 105. It's brutal. You can't even go outside anymore.
You're not kidding, man. You're not kidding. So if it rains and it's cold, it's going to be freezing.
Yeah, Travis is going to be regretting being on that 2-stroke if there's any rain.
He's from Maryland, dude. He's going to be all right.
All right, yeah, that's right. So we'll see. We'll obviously be keeping an eye on that and see how that changes. And
yeah, and so there's this thing going around of Jason Anderson and Stang Dog. They got a little battle going on. There was a video of Jason Anderson riding his 2-stroke, his 250 2-stroke. It looks like he's getting ready for maybe like the straight rhythm.
All right.
I can only think. It says, trying to see if I can go as fast as Stang Dog on this Rockstar Energy Husqvarna 2-stroke. And then he calls Uncle Ronnie out. He's like, no, I do have Uncle Ronnie like covered, so I'm not worried about him. So
everyone picking on Stang Dog. Remember Dungy was saying that stuff? Stank or whatever his name is.
Yeah. And Stang Dog, like he responded. He posted a picture of the bike that Jason Anderson's riding. He says in Conor McGregor voice, "I'm not gonna do the impression of Conor McGregor's voice, but you guys can just do it. Think about it in your head. Take my fucking number off your bike. What is this? Supercross the movie part 2?" And then he's like, he calls out. No, he doesn't call out Channing Tatum, but he's like saying like, Channing Tatum, since we're just making up random movie scripts. So I just thought it was kind of funny.
That is funny. Yeah,
the whole thing.
We're excited for that. So the weekend after the Motocross of Nations, the 13th is the Monster Energy Cup, and then the weekend after that, on the 20th of October, is that Red Bull Straight Rhythm. So first we got to make it through this Monster Energy Cup, and then I feel like that Red Bull Straight Rhythm is going to be pretty exciting this year. Yeah,
after, of course, we're going to hear everything here. We're going to keep up to date on our Instagram at the Motocross Supercross podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys are following us there. We're going to be posting a lot of stuff. We're going to be live from Motocross of Nations. Just trying to bring all the info to you guys.
That's right. Well, here, let's keep bringing some of that info. Chad Reed, looks like he might be done with Florida, man. He might be leaving.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, he posted on his story like something about he should like maybe buy some property or something in North Carolina. I don't know. He might want to rent instead of buy, just for now.
You never know.
You never know how this season's gonna go, but because obviously last Supercross season wasn't great for him. He had, obviously towards the end of the year, he started to do a little bit better. So we'll see. We just got to wait and see if Chad can, pull some really good results together. I know he needs like one more win for some kind of record. So I don't know if he'll ever get it, but we'll have to just wait and see.
What is he trying to say, dude? Like, okay, so I might have to claim some residency soon in North Carolina. So JGR for sure, right? I mean, what else?
Yeah.
What else? Why are you going to North Carolina? Why else? Oh, because they have a cool track over there? I doubt it.
He's definitely going to be with JGR, it looks like. And I don't know, maybe he wants to go into some kind of like management role. Maybe he got in tight with the owners, Joe Gibbs.
So you don't even think to ride? Like they won't even, put him on there with Pike and Hill. So
yeah,
that's a lot of 450 riders.
And Jimmy Dakotas. But yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. As time goes on, we'll know more and more information about all that. A couple other things that we can talk about is I just thought it was cool seeing Josh Hill riding his Alta through LA, like on the streets and stuff, like jumping the hills, like on the streets. And it was just sick. Just soaring over like, the crosswalks and stuff. He was just airing it out, man. He's having so much fun. He's just living his best life right now.
Did he just go by?
Yeah, that's the thing. He's so quiet. Like you can't even hear him. You just see him. You just see him just fly, and then you hear the suspension clunk clunk. That was sick. I love that video. So if you haven't seen that video, you have to check it out because it's just awesome.
I saw a couple of videos of like Bubba Pauly and a Caden riding, and they're ready, man. It's a lot of people. Everyone's ready for Supercross season. Malcolm's still riding on that Honda.
Yeah, he better be. They better not pull that ride away from him. I mean, he goes and dominates in Canada, so I think he proved his worth, He's got to stay on that team.
I think so. He just needs a good ride, He could be definitely a potential contender.
Definitely.
Maybe not a champion, but definitely a contender up there. He could make things very interesting for sure.
I think he could. I think he could win a championship. I wouldn't
I'm not
count
saying
him
he
out.
can't. Yeah, I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying definitely up there, though, for sure. He could make things interesting.
Definitely. And another thing I want to talk about, I hate to bring the mood down, but Tyler Evans, the police report is out for him, and it's definitely a little crazy. This is really crazy. I'm going to read this to you. So,
let's hear it.
On September 15, 2018, a female victim walked into the front lobby of the Rampart area station and advised the officers that the suspect, later identified as Tyler Evans, was now outside the Rampart station armed with a firearm. The victim further advised the officers that on September 14th, she filed a domestic violence report naming Tyler Evans as the suspect. Rampart uniformed officers, along with a Rampart supervisor, responded to the front of the station, contacted Evans, and attempted to apprehend him. Evans refused to comply with the officers' directions, resulting in the deployment of a 40mm less lethal munition. Evans then reached into his pant pocket, retrieved a handgun, and suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Evans was pronounced dead at the scene by Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics. No officers were injured during the incident, and a firearm was recovered at the scene. This is a crazy story. So we were all kind of at first thinking maybe it was like a drug overdose, maybe something, but no, this was like domestic violence. It seems like he was definitely battling some demons in these last days, and yeah, freaking pulled a gun on himself. And I gotta say, man, that's not the way you want to be remembered, by being a wife beater and then, obviously shoot yourself in the head. So crazy story. Crazy
accusations, crazy. Yeah, that's insane. How can you even do that? I can't believe people do that. That's
So definitely don't want to be remembered as a domestic violence person. And yeah, it just sucks for everyone involved that, this is how it ended. So he's going to definitely be remembered for this, but it's too bad. It's too bad because it's definitely not how anyone wants to be remembered. But
exactly what you're saying. Yeah, that's a bad way to be remembered by, and that's terrible. It's
too bad.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yep, definitely just wanted to let everyone know that's what happened. It sucks that it happened that way, but nothing we can do about it, and that's just what it is.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs, don't beat your wives, and don't chase your wife to the police station whenever she's... Yeah. I don't know, it just seemed like things were way out of control there. I can't even imagine, but sorry, had to talk about it. Is there anything else that we need to talk about? Can we end this on a good note somehow?
Yeah, listen to us. Tell your friends. Check out the Instagram. Hit us up. Let us know your predictions for this Motocross of Nations. Are you going? You're not going? What's going on?
Yeah, what country we got? Can anyone beat Tomac? When Tomac's on his game... we got Hurlings also. It seems like them two are going to be the ones battling it out.
Definitely going to be a interesting battle between those two guys.
So we'll have to stay tuned, see what happens with that. And we'll try and get one more show in, at least one, before we head up to Red Bud. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, all the socials, and we will see you next time. Peace.